That's got an interesting text. Chaz. What's going on? Chaz. That's me. You really are effing stupid. We removed him, Maduro. We're going to control the oil things. How long have I been saying that? How many months, Bell?
I would say at least 4.
Yeah. And everybody else?
No, 5.
Yeah,
5.
you're a liar, Jen. You're stupid, Jen. So we're going to control the oil thing. But not in effing Chad's world, does it? Shut up, you effing lunatic, who is equal time hired by Dan. I have no idea what that is. For I don't know what reason. Tune into you, and then I listen to you effing stupidity, and then I switch channels. Good for you. Good. Go back to England. No, I'm not English. You're not the same mindset as us. So he's going with the us. You freaking idiot. Armchair quarterback is all you and you don't have the brain to know exactly what is happening. My brothers did a fine Dan job in the mission. Nobody said that. See,
people are searching for reasons to be offended.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot. You were wrong about Minnesota voting. They can add 8 people the same day. When did we talk about Minnesota voting?
We haven't, that I recall.
Yeah, I didn't. I've talked very little, if anything, about Minnesota voting because I don't care. I don't. By the way, somebody just said, I hope we take... What's the name of the tanker we took? The Marinara?
Yeah.
Somebody wants us to take the Carbonara next.
No. That's silly. The next tanker you take is mozzarella sticks.
Yeah. It's... Oh, that's a good one. Man, I love mozzarella sticks. Oh, they're cheese sticks. You call them whatever the hell you want. All right. First of all, I've looked, and apparently when they turned it upside down, the pyramid today, we've actually made it an octagon. There's no mozzarella sticks on there. What would be on your food pyramid?
Steak.
Some
chicken.
Hamburgers. Macaroni and cheese.
No. Gross.
You don't like macaroni and cheese?
I've hated it since I was 4 years old when my father made me eat an entire dinner plate of it.
Oh, it's because you hate America? You want the terrorists to win.
I want the terrorists to win, yeah.
That's the favorite thing in the world. It's because you want... It's because I want
I hope Maduro's found not guilty.
Yes. There is a... now if China and Russia started building military bases... Nobody's building... We've got the military... We already have a military base. For all of you who don't know, in Greenland, we have a military base in Greenland.
Got one in Iceland?
Yeah.
Got one in Cuba?
We got them everywhere. We already have one. China is not building one there. Neither is Russia. Okay? If Trump cured cancer, would you say he did it for the oil? What does that have to do with anything? That's because you want the terrorists to win.
I'd say probably I would go old school Limp Bizkit and say he did it all for the nookie.
Did it for the nookie. The nookie. So you can do what with that cookie? You can put it in the wah. So, no, Trump cured cancer. That'd be awesome. By the way, Trump's not curing cancer. I can guarantee that. AI might cure some cancer. But Biden wasn't curing cancer.
He was just living with it.
He was just living with it. He was just wandering around. But he didn't know that. It's the beauty of that part of the day. You know, one of the things we were talking about CES earlier, that's a Consumer Electronics Show. One of the other things, for people who are, and a lot of this year it's about companions and not just for those, although there was a couple of them they showed. You're like, oh my God. The ladies, keep your whining. Find out what happens. Because guess what? Some of these robots, guess what they do? Also dishes. So one of the big things for people of dementia who have animals, and you get to the point, and that's one of the things we talked about. Ken and I have talked about this the whole way that what's his name died, Gene Hackman, and those dogs. People have dementia. They don't know how to take care of their animals. They don't know how to take care of themselves. And they've got these dogs now that look real. They act real, but they don't need food because they're not. They're AI. And it is amazing. And they said how much it helps the people continue to be able to enjoy an animal without the worry of forgetting to have an animal. So, yes, Bill.
I didn't realize that I had a friend of mine whose mother died of Alzheimer's, and I didn't realize it until she explained it to me, because she had gotten the explanation from her doctor that as your memories are disappearing, that ends up going down into the autotonic part of your brain, and your brain literally forgets how to breathe and forgets how to send the signal to pump your heart, and it literally just is turning your body off. A memory at a time.
Just one thing at a time.
Yeah.
It is. My grandmother, she died of it, and my grandfather had Huntington's disease, which was like Parkinson's and this together. And seeing human beings that become people that don't know anything about you, and it is tough. It is so brutal. And here's the thing too: as we get to our age, man, I've got a couple friends who are a little bit older than me, but, like one of them, his wife has it, and she's only like 60. And, my mother-in-law, she struggles a bit with her memory, and I think maybe not. But, she's at the point, too, where we can't leave her alone. That's why my eldest daughter lives with her out in Arizona. It's a horrific thing. It really is. So we were talking earlier about what's going on in Minneapolis. Again, there's a lot of people there. Now, I don't know what is happening. There was an officer-involved shooting. Somebody was killed. They said it was an act of domestic terrorism. The mayor said it was BS. It was not. Several of you have chimed in and told me that I want the terrorists to win, the usual stuff like that, which is just ridiculous. And now there's a large crowd there. So it is, people are throwing things, but I can't tell who's an officer and who's not. But it looks like the crowd control is being brought in and people are looking. I feel like this is about to get super ugly. Would you agree?
Well, if police officers are now coming in, from what we understand, no police officers were involved in the ICE operations, but the police department would be brought in for crowd control, from what I understand. And right now, you've got, like, I'm watching right now, this crowd is throwing snowballs at what appear to be ICE vehicles. You've got agents backing up, backing off, but there is definitely, this crowd is getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah, it is. And I feel like it's about to get unruly. And we always talk about this. Once dark time hits, once the sun goes down, that's when the wackadoos come out. And it's weird, too, because normally we see these things in public spaces. This is just a regular street.
Yeah, this is a street corner where this happened. And again, the types of homes, what lends me to believe this is a middle-class neighborhood, it appears to be, 2- and 3-story homes that are lining this street, not apartments or apartment buildings or businesses. This looks like a middle-class neighborhood to me, probably what would be a routinely quiet neighborhood where this is happening.
Yeah, and it's I don't see DHS. All I see is the local police, which is another weird situation, right? So this was a DHS person, so that's federal, who shot a woman, and the local police there are now getting bombarded. When the police chief came out and said that this was not an attack, that this person should never have been shot. So it's kind of this weird.
Well, and plus, who handles the investigation?
That's a great question. That right there is a great question. Who does handle the investigation? Because it happened in Minneapolis, but it was a Fed that did it. I have a feeling, and I think we all recognize this, they'll figure out a way to make sure that it comes under the Fed's jurisdiction.
We investigated ourselves and found that we did nothing wrong.
There's a shocker.
Well, and that may be protocol. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
But that crowd is growing, boys.
Yeah, and the anger is real. And there was already a crowd there today. That's why there's so many pictures and stuff of what took place, because DHS, as some people, they've ascended on Minneapolis because of all of the Somalis that are stealing gazillions of dollars. And so they were going to go sweep them all out of there and all of this stuff. And that's how this came to be. And then this woman, they said the DHS officer, this was all self-defense because felt he was going to get run over and feared for his life. And here's the mayor, Jacob Fry, and what he had to say.
They're ripping families apart. They're sowing chaos on our streets. And in this case, quite literally killing people. So they are already trying to spin this as an action of self-defense. Having seen the video of myself, I want to tell everybody directly, that is this was an agent recklessly using power that resulted in somebody dying, getting killed.
That's how he feels about it. So it is, and there were, when I saw the latest, and there's, like I said, there's several videos, and because some of the news was there covering some of the incidents that were happening before any of this. I don't know how the woman got to that position. I don't know, because there was already a SUV in the middle of the street that she tried to drive around. I don't know how, if she ran through an area earlier, because we don't know any of that. We also don't know, and some people pointed out, what was going on in the car at the time.
Right. All I see in the video, I see an agent try to open the driver's side door. And it doesn't open, and then the car moves forward, and then that is when the other agent, it's almost point blank, fires through the windshield.
Yeah, one shot, but what I see is one shot through the windshield, and the window was open, and I think they fired a couple through the window as well.
Yeah.
Which at that time you would say, well, that person's pulling away, but then you could say, well, I was worried about other officers.
Yeah.
Although somebody just texted in, said, normally I am all about ICE, but this lady didn't need to be shot. All Fed shootings are investigated by the FBI.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yes, it does. So we'll see. Again, this and by tomorrow, and by the time Matt gets off the air, it'll have changed 3 different ways.
I got news for people in that neighborhood who are hoping for a quiet evening.
Yeah, it ain't going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
That's probably why they're trying to get out of there and see if they can move the crowd to somewhere else.
Could be.
You know, because like you said, it looks like just a normal, everyday street, in middle America, and there is police activity, and now they're following. I saw the police drive away. I don't know if the people are following the police or now they're just wandering down the street trying to figure out where to go.
Yeah. Which,
again, what happens at night? The fools come out.
And I would think that kids will be getting home from school here soon.
Yeah. Same. They're on the same time as us, so I'm assuming that it's probably in the next
hour or so.
Yeah, next hour.
They're
or so.
Central Time.
Yeah,
they are Central Time.
So it's going to be interesting, and hopefully this is where the violence ends. But judging by the anger that I think some people have, and we know nothing about the lady or the DHS person. We know nothing about it. But I don't even know how many. Do you know how many shots were fired? Have they said?
I don't know if there's been any official, but it looks to me at least 3 shots were fired.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So too.
It looks like 3 shots.
Yeah. So we're going to keep watching this all day, and I have a feeling that the chances are that tonight there could be some could get a little spicy in old Minneapolis as well. All right, coming up, you guys have asked for more White Woman Wednesday. Of course, we got White Woman Wednesday, kids. We got a little bit of that, including our new jingle for the White Woman Wednesday, and yes, One Hit Wonder Wednesday as well. Chad Benson Show, Super Talk 99.7. Did somebody say learn? You guys got to learn how racist and horrible. We do the work every single week, and the white women, they let us know.
It's 9 a.m. at the coffee bar. She's live streaming from her car. Fair trade, tote, bread, UHD, telling workers what they ought to be. It's White Woman Wednesday.
That's right. The white women, in particular Kylie and them, telling us that we are awful. The patriarchy.
Live streaming in her car at the coffee bar.
Of course. telling everybody how they should be. They've got receipts.
She's stealing free. She's stealing free internet.
Yeah, she's still in free Wi-Fi.
As you do. As you guys understand, that's what they're all about, White Woman Wednesday. Where should we start? Okay, here's one for us. Kylie's going to tell us, basically, if you're white and you're raised white, well, racism. You know it. Come on now.
Most white people have the emotional intelligence of 5-year-olds, and that specifically extends to their knowledge of racism. So while people of color grew up experiencing racism and knew what it was before they could even articulate it, white people are intentionally sheltered and kept away from that. And because white people don't engage in conversations about race, they often perpetuate white supremacy even without knowing it. Because most white parents think that it's too disturbing for young white kids to learn about what their ancestors did to other people of color. That's why specifically my content, I cater towards white people, because genuinely their knowledge of these things is so low. And it's hilarious because the essence of my content is, hey guys, it's bad to be racist. Like, don't do that. And here's why you shouldn't say the N-word. Here's the history behind the word. No, you actually can't say a slur even if other people say it, because it's bad and it hurts people's feelings. Like, I'm basically just gentle parenting them on my channel, and that's what pisses white people off so much, because even in the very watered down version that I present to them, they do not want to hear it. It's actually insane.
It's insane. You guys getting this?
And she's still talking like this.
Yeah, well, of course she is, because she just stole somebody's Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi stealer.
Are you guys getting this? Well, if you're not getting it, let's not forget the fact we got our girl Jess here, who's also very white, and she's going to tell us about the evil patriarchy and how white women, you're a part of this.
Women like Caroline Levitt and Erica Kirk will always choose their race over their gender. Because while patriarchy suppresses women, white supremacy protects and uplifts white women. And in every era of American history, white women have been rewarded more for racial loyalty than gender loyalty because of white supremacy. For example, white suffragettes argued that white women deserve the vote before black men. And a lot of suffrage organizations banned black women to avoid upsetting white male politicians. And while white women got the right to vote in 1920, black women did not get the right to vote until 1965 with the Voting Rights Act. Over the past few days, I've talked a lot about patriarchal bargaining. You can check out these videos for more. And while we all engage in some forms of patriarchal bargaining, I even mentioned how putting on makeup can be seen as a form of patriarchal bargaining. I want to be clear that we cannot talk about patriarchy without talking about white supremacy.
So you guys get that?
Yes.
So everybody, okay, write that down. Patriarchal bargaining.
Patriarchal bargaining.
It's the name of my new album. Pretty awesome. Because of the patriarchal stuff, all that thing. She's not done, kids. She's still got more for us.
Patriarchy and white supremacy are not separate systems. They actively play off each other and reinforce one another. And when racism and misogyny intersect, you get misogynoir, which is specific prejudice and hatred towards black women.
By the way, that's the name of my band, Misogynoir.
Yeah, and she spells patriarchal with 3 Ks.
Yes, absolutely. What? You know what? You're right. That's how you start and everybody's name who's white starts with the 3 Ks. When you go to school, reading, writing, and arithmetic, nope, K, K, and K if you're white. Patriarchal. My Lord. You people are nuts. But that's what we love. The great thing is she talks about makeup. Her entire shtick is the Get Ready Me With Me videos, where she sits there and she's putting on makeup, and she's not putting on cheap makeup, by the way. It's one of those things where she's going to lecture all of us about life while accepting all the benefits of what came from it. Yeah.
But she's buying her carbon credits by, putting white people down.
No, that's how you buy your carbon credits. The more that you put white people down, the more carbon credits. I have so many. According to some of you, I have a ton of them. Oh, Lord. Ken, I'll have the latest on what's going on in Minneapolis, the shooting there today of a woman who law enforcement said, DHS said that the person threatened was a threat to him, and several shots were fired. How many? Could be 4, could be 5, could be 3, but she was killed.
We'll have KK Ken figure it out.
KKK Ken Weaver. He's not just the weather wizard. Chad Benson Show, Super Talk 997. Is Matt here today? I don't see him. Normally he wanders in here. I have not seen him. So Governor Walz telling
It's
everyone.
Cameron today. Cameron Smith. Matt's closing on his house.
Oh, you know what? Enough with that. Just enough with your house, okay? Says he's going to have a party there.
All right.
Pretty excited about that.
It's right in view of Key West.
Oh, that's right.
It's so far south.
Is it?
It's south of Columbia.
Oh, I didn't know how far away it was.
Yeah.
You know,
He's got like an hour drive to work each day now.
Yeah, but you know, an hour drive could still mean you're realistically only 15 miles away, and it could be an hour depending on when you come in.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So I didn't know how far out. So he's, man, that's
He's about an hour away.
But he got a big ass house.
Yeah, he did.
For what would have cost him a lot more money up here.
That's right.
Yeah, it would have been millions.
Billions. Yeah, it would have been. Yeah, that's a big. He was telling me the other day because we're going to have to get. I said it's one of those things where it's so big he's going to have to take furniture from room to room.
Yeah.
Come on, kids, pick up the furniture. We're going to the other room because we don't have enough. We don't. Tim Walz doing everything he can to tell everybody, calm down. Do not do it. Calm down. Calm down. Just stop it. Because I think he knows what might be coming. People are ready to freak out. Here's the thing, though. It's winter.
Yeah.
See, summer people are pissed and angry. It's
Right.
nice outside. The heat can do something to you. The cold changes a lot of people's mind when it starts to dip.
Yes, especially in Minnesota. Let me see what the
Yeah,
low's
that's
gonna
not
be in
cold.
Minnesota
That's freezing.
Yeah, well, it's killer cold.
Yeah.
All right, let me look up Minneapolis. Minneapolis.
You're looking for the current temperature?
Yeah, well, the current temperature in the Twin Cities, not bad, 42 degrees.
Oh, my.
Tonight, it's going to get down to 27. So that's cold. It's not as cold as it can get
No,
there.
not Minneapolis. That's for sure.
But that's still cold.
I mean, the cold, just if you guys haven't seen, it's cold enough that there's snow on the ground and it doesn't look to be melting.
Right. Yeah, it's melting off the roads, but they've been treated.
So a lot of people want to know if they can come to the housewarming party. Absolutely.
We'll give you directions.
That's it. He's going to be excited about it.
Why don't we just give him Matt's phone number and then he can give them the
You know what? You're
directions.
absolutely 555.
We can get away with that because he gives his own phone number out.
Oh.
Does he?
Yeah, he gives his cell phone number out.
To
It's
people?
even on his Facebook page.
Oh, there you guys go. Well, there you go. So you can go do that. You know, it's just closing. I said, dude, when are you moving in? He says, it's going to be a while because they got to do stuff, you know, because you get that house and then the wife wants to buy stuff and it's mid-century modern.
Well, I've been where he lives now, and it's nowhere near as big as what he's getting. So there's definitely going to be some shopping done to get extra furniture. Or he's going to have a lot of blank floor space.
Well, get ready for that, kids. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he said it was going to be, it takes a while to furnish this place. I'm pumped, though. I'm pretty excited. Can't wait to see it. That's the kind of place, because my wife gives me a dirty look last night because my friend sent me something. He goes, dude, you want a porcupine? I'm like, yeah.
Absolutely.
100%.
Fritz wouldn't like a porcupine.
Not just a porcupine, an African porcupine.
Yeah, crested porcupine.
Those things are big.
Yeah, they get about 50 to 60 pounds, and they're big. They're rodents. Ooh. And they're very, he's got an adult. He's got little ones, too. And he's got babies. And I'm like, yeah, I could. My wife's like, no. And I'm like, you know what? You're a fun ruiner. That's what you are. You're a fun ruiner. Man, how cool it is. Man, to go with my capybaras.
Oh, man, I'd love to have those.
Fritz would love a capybara. He could ride around on it.
Unfortunately, no, Fritz would be mean to them, dude.
You know what?
Fritz, he doesn't want any competition.
Is he mean to everything?
He is very particular about other dogs. Like, he tends to like dogs that are about his size. But if they're taller, he is real skittish. That's why I had to stop taking him to the dog park.
He just gets threatened?
Yeah, he was just snapping at bigger dogs. They really weren't doing anything. Now, there was one dog, there was a bulldog, an English bulldog. My neighbor across the street tried to mount him one time. Fritz didn't like that. He turned around and bit the English bulldog, and the English bulldog ran away with Fritz right on his ass. That was pretty funny. Everybody got a kick out of that.
Don't mess with Fritz.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to mount him either.
No. No, you don't. All right, guys. Lots of news, obviously, today. Shooting in Minneapolis. DHS ICE officer shot, killed a woman. And now the battle of narratives begins. Cameron's in for Matt. We'll do it again tomorrow.